abominable snowmen. High in the desolate Himalayas, scientists have reported a species of half-man, half-beast. Articles on them have appeared in Pageant, Popular Science, True, and Newsweek magazines. This story of the perils encountered by an expedition searching for these creatures brings to the screen one of the most exciting motion pictures ever made.
You're jumpy, Hud.
All day I've had the feeling someone was watching us, trailing us.
Passions explode violently as a man fights for survival and a woman's love against the never-ending terror of primitive isolation, astounding dangers that stagger the imagination, breathtaking thrills and spectacular action against the towering peaks, 21,000 feet above the earth. Excitement thunders from the screen as powerful elements burst forth in all their fury to destroy the men who dared to invade the icy stronghold of the abominable snowmen.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Empowered with X-ray vision, possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
On this peaceful island, crowned by the great volcano Mount Mauna Kea, occurred the mightiest eruption that ever shook the earth, burying the beautiful city beneath it in molten lava and creating destructive tidal waves that raced around the world. For 300 years, this mighty volcano lay dormant. A new and more beautiful city sprang up at its base. But now, after centuries of inactivity, slight tremors are being felt. At the Bureau of Meteorology, a group of scientists watchfully check delicate instruments to determine the seriousness of this renewed activity.
And I want you to send me some real stories. Now, here are your steamship tickets, and here are your press passes. You'll need these down there. Goodbye, good luck, and for Pete's sake, see if you two can work together for a change. Right, Chief.
So long.
That's funny. Say, Lois, do you have my press pass?
What makes you think I've got it?
Sorry, sir, but you'll have to get one down at headquarters.
Thanks. You go on ahead, Lois, and I'll join you later. Now, what did I do with that?
Poor Clark. Too bad he lost his pass.
and from all indications, we can expect things to start popping at any time. In order to save the city, we've decided to blast the higher rim of the crater, thereby diverting the flow of lava away from the city and into the ocean below.
Is the chief in? I'd like to see him about a press pass.
He'll be back shortly. Won't you have a seat?
Thanks.
Wait here. Hello? Hello? Send up that car. Hello? 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 Miss Lane?
Blast! Blast!
Look out! No, Miss Lane, this way.
Boys,
This looks like a job for Superman. How's the story coming, Lois?
Oh, fine, Clark. Too bad you weren't in on it.
Maybe I would have been if I hadn't lost my past.
This one has plenty of fight in him.
Never before has man been transformed into such hideous proportions. Never have teenage girls been subjected to the terrifying ordeal in the fantastic room of torture. Prisoners on this island of the mad must fight desperately to preserve a sane and conscious mind. This strange and powerful story has been acclaimed as the most terrifying of all time, as it bursts forth the unequaled horror of an island of monsters created by a human beast.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Thursday night stream. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan.
Good evening, everybody. What is up? How are we doing?
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back. We had a nice little week off.
We did.
Well, kinda.
Kinda. We've been in between seasons for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. We've been in kind of a liminal space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess we technically did have last Friday off.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we thought, man, do we take another week? Do we not?
Oh, you can't hear you. Oh no.
I don't know.
Can you guys hear Garrett?
My mic should not be off. Try me now. I don't know. Oh, wait.
Wait. Saw something blinking.
You can take over here from here, Evan. I'll see you guys.
All right. Good evening, goblins and ghouls. Welcome, everybody, to the Scream Stream season. Whatever we're on, this is our big
18
season 18. I can't believe it. That's so many. It's so many. And it's not only our season 18 premiere, but it is our very lovely privilege to welcome everybody to the start of another summer of Schlock.
Summer of Schlock. Summer of Schlock's Revenge.
Ooh,
that's
the revenge.
If I would have had time to put together a promo package for the season of Summer of Schlock, that would be my branding for it. Summer of Schlock's Revenge. Yeah. This is our fourth one. This is our fourth Summer of Schlock. Can you believe it?
I love the summer. I love that we do this. Just have a way to switch it up, keep things fresh.
It's nice to get like a little deviation. You know, because we like week to week, we'll mix it up. Something older, something a little more recent. Then we'll mix in some schlock with some genuinely like solidly made movies. And the public domain. Sorry, fat fingers.
There's only so much cream.
Right. Right.
But we have an ocean of garbage to swim through, to surf through.
We really do.
To troll through and dredge up whatever we can find.
We do, and again, luckily, there's so much schlock in the public domain that we can fill seasons of it, and this is our fourth one doing it. So clearly, that gives you any idea of the ratio. We're working with a fair amount of schlock. But we love it. We've seen, again, I understand you're not going to call Schlock great. You may not even call it good. But we've had a lot of fun with the schlocky movies that we've seen in our summers.
Yeah, well, I think, there's kind of, we've hit on this before, but sometimes, I think we even hit on this last week, where sometimes if something's just kind of mid, there's just not a whole lot to say about it.
Right.
But the worst, if we have a whole season of bad stuff, well, baby, there's plenty of stuff to talk about.
Plenty of material.
We're just rewatching the trailer for Teenage Zombies / Teenage
Torture.
Teenage Torture. There was plenty to talk about just in that trailer.
Yeah, right. I mean, bringing back all the like seeing how schlocky that was. If you've never joined us for a summer of schlock before, a movie like Teenage Zombies gives you a pretty good idea. And I mean, again, we've seen during the summer, we've seen Beast of Yucca Flats. I think we did Manos during the first summer of schlock, possibly.
Okay.
We've done Larry Buchanan movies, Creature of Destruction, and the Eye Creature.
Yeah, lots of cheap looking, creative but cheap looking costumes.
We love it.
Homemade kind of garage stuff.
Yep. We get a little more sci-fi, a little more mad scientist stuff. So the summer is just such a fun grab. We try to make it, the movies, very much like a real summer in the sense of like, we're going somewhere, we're doing something, getting out, we're soaking up the sun, we're spending time in the
All the stuff
water.
you do during the summer.
Right. We try to keep it on theme. So, and I think we're gonna really get it kicked off on the right foot with all of that stuff tonight. But first, thank you everybody that's tuning in right now. Of course, I see all of our good friends already in the chat. We got Alana, Sears, Kathy, Joe Cola, Old Radios is in here. Welcome, Old Radios. Naughty Numbers, welcome, Naughty. Good to see you in here. I think we've had Miss Estrella. Welcome, Miss Estrella. Glad that you could join us. And Sally. Of course, Sally's in here. So I hope you are doing well tonight, Sally. And anybody else?
Yeah, anybody else just out in the ether. Garrett just told me, I hadn't looked at the channel in a minute, but we've had a number of new subscribers in the past little bit. So if anybody's just chilling, first time watching, welcome.
And
you picked a good time.
You did.
Because it's going to be a lot of fun.
The summers are a blast. So yeah, thank you for all of our new subscribers and new viewers, and appreciate you joining in on the fun, and all of our wonderful friends that hang out here. Glad to welcome you. So yeah, we're kicking this summer off right with again, to me, I think this movie checks all the boxes, because tonight we're watching The Incredible Petrified World.
Which sounds pretty schlocky off the bat, but to be fair to it, what boxes are we talking here, Garrett? What makes a schlocky film to you?
Well, again, to put it in the way that I'll just tell you up front that I think it will check all the boxes of schlock for us, is that this film is possibly written, but definitely produced and directed by the writer, director, producer of Teenage Zombies, Jerry Warren.
Okay.
And Jerry Warren is a schlockmeister through and through. Okay? So, that's just that by the pedigree of our filmmaker.
It's coming from a schlocky place.
An auteur of schlock. Someone that is writing, directing, producing, right? They're wearing all the hats.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Warren was a character. We talked about him with Teenage Zombies. He'll refresh everybody's memories tonight. But he, again, for these schlock movies, it's not a lot of time. There's not a lot of budget. And these are the conditions that Jerry Warren thrived under. So, that's the first box. The second box is, again, genre. And for this is a little more sci-fi tonight than straight up horror. It's like, I think the best way to put this. Basically what we've got is an undersea sci-fi adventure.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But those words all sound exciting, right?
They do. I was picturing, with Lost World, Hidden World,
right?
Dinosaurs under the ocean,
yes,
kind of thing.
Right. But now I don't actually know the budget for this movie. Put a $25,000 budget on it, and then imagine how much you can really do.
Well, just thinking about comparing, to Teenage Zombie, not a very high budget looking affair. Mm-hmm. The 8-man costume, not necessarily the best.
8-man costume's not the best. Most of the movie is shot in wide shots. Mm-hmm. There's like no close-ups. It's just very disorienting. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You take this big genre idea and then you put it on a budget and you're like, all right,
well, what do you get?
What can you really get?
What can you expect?
And again, Jerry Warren's no Edgar Ulmer, the guy who did The Amazing Transparent Man. I don't know if you remember that, but that was like cheap, but like decent. He also did the movie, Edgar G. Ulmer did the movie Bluebeard, which we've seen before.
Yeah.
So the other box that I'll check with this is in terms of like checking boxes for like schlock that we'll love. Anytime that you can include a name actor, right? Especially someone familiar to genre fans. So tonight, that's John Carradine, who is the star of this film.
Okay.
John Carradine was in Bluebeard, played Bluebeard in Bluebeard. We've also seen him in a couple other things.
He's a name.
He's a name. Classic horror fans will know. We'll talk more about John Carradine tonight. Definitely a favorite of mine. Classic ham, if you want to. He would call himself a ham. So I don't think it's derogatory. I think it's okay. He's like, you have to have the ham. The ham is what makes it interesting. Can we argue with that? I don't think so. So like right there's kind of like a trifecta of things that I'm like, okay, this is all like perfect for enjoyable schlock. And then, you throw in that, hey, we're going under the sea. It's perfect for our summer, right? Our summer thing. Let's go deep diving, right? Like, so I think we're going to have fun with this. It's definitely put on a lot of schlock lists, a lot of so bad. Yeah, I shouldn't say so, because some people just think this is so bad. So, but I think
so bad it might be good.
It might be good. I think we might enjoy it. So, yeah, I think we're gonna have fun with this one. Speaking of fun, as always, when we get into our summers, and it's our summers of schlock, we're changing up our theme with the show. Mm-hmm. So Evan likes to kind of change up the theme with his very special segment, which is normally called "What Were You Drinking?" But this season,
Carrot, I got a question. Do you know what time it is? I think it might be Schlocktail Hour.
It's Schlocktail Hour.
It's Schlocktail Hour. It's time. So every summer, I try to mix things up a little bit by the summers is kind of my time to try to think outside the box a little bit, to get a little more, even more creative. Sometimes not even necessarily on theme for the week's film. Sometimes it's just whatever I'm thinking about. But this week, we have our incredible petrified world, and we're going to have kind of a kind of petrified. I can't even call it a beverage because it's not a beverage. That's my my other outside the box thing. Our tonight's cocktail is it's just food. It's
My favorite cocktails are the ones I can eat.
Yeah. So I'm kind of fascinated a little bit with this idea of like an edible cocktail, because I think it's not something you see super often, but I feel like it's like underexplored kind of area, and maybe it's just because I watched so much Always Sunny. I think like rum ham hit me at a really formulative time in my life, and it's just been living rent-free in my head ever since. So I'm kind of just left like a scar on my psyche. So I'm kind of chasing. I want my own rum ham, and I'm hoping that we might have found it this week. So what we're doing is we're taking the classic candy apple, and all we're doing is we're gonna soak those apples in brandy before we coat them in candy. So we're making brandy apples. And maybe this is already a thing. I tried looking it up, and it didn't seem to. Like, I know people soak fruit in alcohol, like for sangria and stuff, but whenever I looked up brandied apples, all I could find, or brandy or brandied apples, all I could find was the recipe for brandied apples, which is it's like baked apples, but with brandy. You cook it out like, you're cooking with sherry. It all just cooks out. But what we're doing, and hopefully this works, this is kind of an experiment as well, because soaking fruit or making any kind of like infusion or soaking stuff in something else, there's, you're playing with time and the amount of, your different reagents, if you want to call them that. So we're gonna feel this one out. So what we've got our brandy apples here, and I don't even have to make them because they're I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but they're already ready.
Very nice.
I made these today. Soaked them last night.
Wow.
They're pretty heavy. I got some skewers, but they're kind of.
Oh my god.
You might need to.
I might need to hold it.
Yeah, you might just need to hold it.
I can make this skewer.
I'm pretty sure it soaked up some of the brandy. I'm hoping that it soaked up enough to really call this a brandy apple. Because if this works, I might just start selling these.
Yeah, this is a good idea. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah.
You know me, like, as a big Arrested Development fan, I love the idea of chocolate-covered fruit.
Yeah, well, Garrett, there's always movies in the Apple stand. And I think with that, we'll cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Happy summer of schlock. I don't even know how to... Oh.
I feel so guilty eating stuff on camera.
I don't like to chew in the mic, but I know I'm doing it. I apologize.
I'm sorry, everybody. This is so good.
It is good. I don't know that I'm getting much brandy, but it is delicious.
That's true. I'm not sure if it might have not actually soaked up that much brandy. But I might revisit this just as a concept. There are a couple of different ideas I had to try to up the absorption.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's definitely delicious. It's probably good for a Thursday. My other concern was that it was going to absorb too much brandy, and then I wouldn't be able to. It's hard to measure when you're just eating an apple.
Right. No, it's delicious.
Yeah, Kathy, I thought, if you're doing it in smaller pieces, so I don't think it's getting like through the skin. Like, I poked some holes in it, but I thought maybe cutting it into smaller pieces before you candied it would certainly soak up more. Just injecting it with some. There's a couple of different ways you could do it, but
yeah, those are all good.
Yeah, still tasty. Still tasty. It's good to...
Dude, I'm trying to eat it. off the stick, and I just like, you have to hold it with 2 hands.
Yeah,
like,
it's
and then you get chocolate all over your hands, and I gotta work the controls. Well, I love it. It's so good. Like, I just love chocolate. I love apples.
Good way to bring in the summer.
I'm not being tricked into eating. I don't like vegetables, but I do like half of the fruits, and I do like apples.
On the drive over, I was thinking, booze and vegetables. Is there something there?
Oh, no,
is there something
Evan,
I can
you better
do?
Not do that to me. Please no.
Can I make Garrett eat his vegetables?
You might.
We're gonna do a bourbon glazed Brussels sprout.
Ew. Actually, I don't know why I said because I hate Brussels sprouts.
I don't know. I think
No offense, because I know people love them.
yeah, people. I feel like with so much like produce stuff, it's just down to like, are you getting the good stuff?
Right.
Getting the good veg.
It's true. Whoa. Hey now. No, we'll see. I know you'll get creative. I know you'll come up with something. You will. Evan always finds a way.
We're gonna keep having fun with the summer. I promise. I'm not gonna. I kind of want to just keep going down this rabbit hole of edible drinks. I promise I won't do it every week this summer.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind eating, but I know that it might be a little frustrating to some of you out there who aren't wanting to tune into an ASMR stream, hearing people chew into their microphone.
Chomping down chocolate.
Chocolate and the apple, like getting through that shell and then the skin. And then it's a lot.
It's a big crunch.
So good. And I mean, you said this wasn't on theme for the film, but think about it. Evan.
It kind of worked out.
Technically, this apple took a deep dive into some brandy. Then it took another deep dive into some chocolate.
Yeah, and if you eat into the core, there's actually I put a little dinosaur in there.
Oh, okay.
Just for fun.
All right. That's perfect. Yeah, no, again, what I'll say about the Incredible Petrified World, even though this is a sci-fi film, has a kind of sci-fi-y title that gives you, visions of, some kind of prehistoric creatures hidden in some... Don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do we have a budget for a dinosaur?
We'll talk about it. It is interesting. There's some interesting stories here with how they ended up with what they got. But we'll get into it. Again, Jerry Warren, the man loved to cut corners and definitely fits the bill of a schlockmiester. And
boozy boba drink.
Oh,
write that down.
All right.
Boba.
Might be intense, but hey, I've never had boba.
Boba's good.
It's good.
I like it.
I'll take your word for it. Yes. I've never been sure.
It's like having I don't know. It's like having a tea full of fruit gushers or something, like chewy.
Okay. Yeah, that's not terrible. You like gushers. Those are good. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty ridiculous. I think we're gonna have fun. So anything before we get into the exciting beginning of the Incredible Petrified World, Evan?
Yeah, it also occurred to me on the drive over. It was very pleasing to me that I realized I was coming over to offer Garrett a poisoned apple. Like literally.
Wow, I should have known. Evan's been the well, she's not just. Is she just a witch?
The evil
she's
queen.
Something. Is it the evil queen?
I think that's what her name is.
But then she looks like witch.
Yeah.
Why would you take an apple from an evil-looking witch as opposed to an evil queen?
Right. Yeah. If you want to scam people, you got to be charismatic about it.
Right. I mean, hey, I think we'll learn that lesson from Jerry Warren tonight with this film. I've got some interesting quotes.
Okay.
Of I don't know. This is gonna be fun. But on that note, without further ado, we are gonna go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of our season 18 Summer of Schlock premiere presentation, The Incredible Petrified World, right now. A few other interesting cast members. Phyllis Coates. She was actually, I think, the first actress to play Lois Lane in a live action. You can't hear us?
I said it was on purpose. Can you guys hear us?
You should be able to. It wouldn't make any sense. And we can't hear you over the movie.
Well, the movie's just too loud. Okay.
Was it too, like, can you hear it good right now?
Yeah, it's fine.
So, if you haven't noticed, I'm working with different headphones tonight. So, I can't really hear things the way that I should. I can't really hear this movie right now. But, I'll survive. My new headphones were supposed to come in today. They did not. They got delayed today. Sorry about that. It's one of them nights. I'm liking this water, though. I'll tell you that.
Sea, as old as the world itself. It extends over 3/4 of the surface of the globe. The sea, the birthplace of life, the great storehouse of minerals, the prison of haunting mysteries. The ocean is a dangerous jungle.
Whoa.
Each creature preys relentlessly upon another.
Whoa.
Each animal is equipped with an effective weapon. Speed.
I'm liking these close-ups.
Knife-like teeth. Poison.
I mean, the monologue's not terrible either.
Ah. Okay, this is kind of intense.
Yeah.
Is this yikes? Because
it's nature. I mean,
is it, or did they just put a shark and an octopus together and see what would happen? Because then that would be a yikes. Ooh, is that ink? Who's gonna win?
They're just wrestling.
Just having fun. Sea creatures having fun. Ooh.
Can an octopus even fight a shark?
We'll give it a yikes. Ooh.
Oof.
Since time began, the ocean has withheld its secrets. Man has ventured merely to its threshold. Oceanographers have, with precise instruments, presented us with a framework of facts. Around these facts, our imaginations reconstruct the eerie, forbidding atmosphere of the deep. Scientists, working with sonic equipment, discovered a mysterious layer which returned an answer to sound waves. This layer measured over 300 miles and lay 1,500 feet below the surface. It was soon noted that the phantom layer rose to the surface at night and descended to the deep water in the daytime. It is composed of living creatures capable of locomotion that are apparently strongly repelled by sunlight. Some
vampire
oceanographers
fish.
believe the layer is made up
Vampire
of
fish.
plankton.
There's movie.
Others suggest that it is a gigantic concentration of fish. The most startling theory about the
So I'm gonna
phantom
guess that
layer
this is
that it
stock
composed of
footage
millions
and
of
was
squid.
not shot
This
for the
theory is
movie.
supported by the fact that squid are tremendously abundant.
The fish going around.
Be a,
Where's the
lot of
fish?
fish photography.
Find the fish.
The fish are all black, brown, or silver.
I wonder
In the blackness of
where
the deep
that
sea,
fish
the
has
strange
gone.
phenomenon of luminescence
A
is
fish,
found.
a fish, a
Half of the
fishy.
fish that inhabit the
Ooh.
darkened waters are able to turn their luminous torches on or off at will. Lower forms of life
A schlark. I like that.
Still going.
I feel like we get a lot of this during the summer of schlock. Narrators that drone on and
a fluid which
on.
becomes luminous. A counterpart to the ink ejected by his cousin who lives in shallow water.
Yeah, Lana, I heard that was a good movie.
The eyes of many creatures who live in the black world are enlarged and protruding, making the most of the intermittent lights which may reach them. On the other hand, some animals have no eyes at all. They have developed and perfected antennae and feelers. Their entire world is known to them through the sense of touch. Several years ago, a fish was caught alive off the southeast tip of Africa. It was an amazing sight. This animal was supposed to have been dead for at least 60 million years. After this
I wonder if I could
discovery,
take
they found
like
the frill shark.
dehydrated stuff,
25
like
to
jerky,
30 million years
soak it,
ago.
like rehydrate it in
Perhaps
alcohol.
there are other such anachronisms to be found
Would
in
that
this
work?
region about which we know
I don't know.
so
Do you?
little.
I mean, you would think it would work like
the
that,
answers to
right?
many of
But
these questions. We are now
I don't know.
prepared to invade this black wilderness. I hope you enjoyed the pictures. We had a great time filming them. As
Swimming
most of you
around.
know, tomorrow marks the completion of Mr. Matheny's diving bell. I hope the next film we make will give us a lot more information.
What are all
Do you really
these
think you'll find it much different at greater depths?
Occasionally, a new species may rise briefly to about 100 feet from the surface and be seen by a diver. They return quickly, however, to, about 600 feet. We intend to see what may exist thousands of feet below that.
Matheny, I've had a lot of admiration for the things you've been doing in shipbuilding and navigation equipment. Oh, but this diving bell of yours is sheer nonsense. It's a waste of money.
I'm sorry you don't share our
It'll
enthusiasm.
never work.
Even if it does work, which is doubtful, does that justify the cost involved? Curiosity is one thing, but you spent over $70,000 on a toy.
Have you ever heard of Millard Wyman?
Of course, I've read his books, and I believe he's your brother.
He believes the sea could hold a food supply vast enough to feed the entire world.
Fish?
Built this bell?
I'm afraid Mr. Wyman needs no help from us. He had his practically completed at the time we began.
Then what's the sense of another?
No frontier was ever explored by just one expedition. Our first dive will be in the Pacific. Then we'll try the Gulf. Right now, Wyman
Monkey's
is in
Paw
the
does
Caribbean,
sound like a drink.
It
making
does.
his first attempt with his bell somewhere along the southeastern Keys.
Pretty good form. Pretty good form. Definitely checking it out for that. You know. Can't not.
Our position's perfect.
Good. Better take a rest while I double check the bell.
I'll be ready as soon as I get some clothes.
Craig says our location is perfect. Looks like a big
Here's
moment finally
Mr.
here.
Carradine.
Laurie and I are all set. How about Miss Marshall?
Oh, yes, I better.
No, never mind. I'll get him, Miss Wyman.
Try to relax, Mr. Wyman. You should be elated, not worried.
I guess I'm too anxious. Look at me and think I was the one who's going down there.
Let's get going on.
Wait a minute. We shouldn't release anything until I come back up here with the pictures. What do you think I'm going down in that contraption for? Look, we'll have an absolute exclusive on this. Every wire service will get the depth information, but we'll be the only ones with the actual pictures. Now, doesn't that make much better sense?
Come on, lady reporter. The time has come for your promotion. Or should I say demotion?
Well, whatever it is, Skipper, you won't lose me on this show.
I'll go on back to shore and call the office.
Oh my God.
Oh, this will make a good picture. Hold it.
It's almost as bad as the Titan submersible.
Thank you. Talk about
like them.
Good luck, Dale. Good luck, Dale.
Thank you.
So long, Dale. I know you're disappointed that Tom couldn't make it, but I just couldn't get him to come out. He asked me to give you this.
Do you think they drive this one with an Xbox controller?
Well, I hope he knows what he's doing.
Yes, 100%. No, it's that ring. That ring. Oh, no, never mind.
The Titanic.
She did just pull a Rose, didn't she?
I suppose I shouldn't make a fool of myself telling you what this day means to me. Well, you people are taking my place in a way. I feel as if you've been working with me since the beginning.
We're very grateful to be able to have a part in your work.
You'll be going deeper than any man has ever attempted before. I wish I could go along with you.
I know how you feel, Mr. Wyman. But I'll be talking to you every inch of the
What
way.
years was this?
This is 1950. Filmed in 1957.
Okay. Paul, Mr. Wyman?
Ladders. Yes, seriously.
You take care of these fellows.
I think we get this shot a lot.
Oh, there's the new octopus just dropped.
New octopus just dropped. Look out.
Fine.
Everything's 100%.
Like they expect us to believe there's people in there. Like they have all that room and that diving bell.
Yeah.
No freaking way.
Roomy in here.
All right.
Tilt at 2 degrees. Release 1 pellet from the left ballast tube. Another one.
Is the ladder just in the foreground of every shot in here?
Everything's fine. Just release 2 pellets to get a balance.
Dang. I can't read that. I don't. 500's over here and 300 is over here, or is it 3,000?
Not yet.
By foot. It's like fruit by the foot, depth by the foot.
Depth by the foot.
Can't be any sun penetrating now. You're almost 1,700.
That's fine. Only half the lights are working.
Checked every cable, no breaks.
Craig, you're okay?
I don't know. The lights.
Craig, what happened?
I think something's buckling.
Craig, what's working?
It's a vampire.
Craig,
The cable slipped. We're hanging over to one side. I think we're gonna...
Craig, can you hear me?
Death by food. That's how I want to go see yours. I want to die like Mr. Creosote.
Oh. Love that. But you don't die. You're just your heart is just exposed.
He's fine.
Your internal organs are exposed.
Hello?
Tell the investors there's been a disaster.
Just a moment. Mr. Matheny? Long distance. Hello? Oh, hello, Hank. How's everything? What?
What?
One of my reporters radioed from the ship. He'll interview Wyman before...
Here, have you seen this new octopus?
No. What does it look like?
I got curious, and it is... Look at that thing.
It's cute.
It is adorable.
It looks like the octopus emoji if it was just blue.
Yeah.
Your brother's attempt was a complete failure. The bell broke loose at 1,700 feet. Can we contact the ship? I'm afraid we'll have to sit tight until Hank's men get into Key West. He promised to call us as soon as he hears from them.
Damn.
Hmm.
Just staring out the window.
Man of the sea.
We'll be leaving the ship soon. I wonder
That's
if
why
you'll
he's
give me
got
some
that
information.
cool jacket.
Saw everything. What can I add to it?
Would you mind telling me something about the occupants? I know Dale Marshall, but not much about the other three.
The other three, as you put it, were very brave people. Overconfident as I was.
Well, had they been working with you long?
Laurie and Paul were students of mine at the Institute of Oceanography. Craig joined us a bit later on, mainly, I suppose, because of Laurie's devotion.
Well, did they have any part
Man,
in
this is how you can
actually
tell it's
designing
Jerry
the bell?
Warren, because it's just so flat and static. Like, there's no movement. They're having this dialogue that, you know, it's just right here.
The whole scene.
I did. It wouldn't help matters.
Well, the bell obviously had a weakness. You must have some idea where it was.
Everything was planned and researched. I don't know the answer.
The public will take a pretty dim view of your research.
I suppose so. Our opinion of me doesn't matter now.
This is down there at the bottom of the ocean, the cable.
Wow. Hmm.
Where's the light even coming from? Back there, glistening from the water. If they're down that deep.
True. Yeah.
All that light refraction down
So-
there, thousands and thousands of feet below.
They're like 50 feet below the surface.
Breathe deeply. Give it to Miss Marshall.
Craig, did we?
Yeah. I don't know how deep we are.
Yep, no close-ups. No, you know, we're just gonna sit here.
I think so.
Marshall, stop it! Hold yourself!
Get out here! That's. It's just turning into airplane.
Got the submarine hysteria. I mean, no, that would actually be pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, basically just in your coffin.
How much time do you think we have?
Awful.
Oxygen tank only holds 100 cubic feet. Well, at least the shutoff valves worked. We could have been flooded when the cable broke. Although I don't
Yeah,
know
it
what
could be
really
worse. We
full
could be
long we have.
mercifully dead.
I worked with Wyman for 3 years to build it. Dale Marshall was going to get a big story.
Yeah, whatever they're about to experience now, the fate is way worse.
Pretty noble ambitions to be blown up by one engineering mistake. Oh, well, I probably wouldn't have seen any new... Craig,
There's something on the wing.
there's light on here. You must be on some kind of a shelf not too far below the surface.
Okay, yeah, the light. That's.
I don't see how that's possible because we dropped out of the penetration of light. Well, how could we have moved up?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
At this point, I couldn't care less.
Well, we behaved.
I couldn't care less. Get me out of here.
At this level, the pressure shouldn't bother us. We should be miles into darkness, but yet we're not. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's check out of here.
Wait, what?
It's a long haul to get to the surface. Just remember, try not to get panicky. Well, you better go first. Give the girls somebody to follow. Right.
Going for a swim.
Pop the lid.
Yeah,
on
how
this.
how exactly does this work? I'm a little. Is there another chamber? Because it doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
It's just behind it coming up. Oh my god, that's amazing. Wait, what? How is this working? Maybe I just don't understand how a diving bell works, but Maybe Jerry Warren doesn't understand how
I'm sure
diving
that
bell
this
works.
thing's got an airlock, right? They fit that in there.
4 people in that thing
Wow.
would be literally like lined against the wall. Like there is no
Crammed
way.
in like sardines.
Wow. Yeah, no bends. Just be
Yeah.
there to don't need to adjust to the pressure at all. What is this, a telegram machine?
Captain, Mr. Wyman, come here.
Captain, they've gone elliptical.
Do they have a chance to make it?
I almost wish it was like people not really in water. They were just pretending to swim and trying to make it look like they were in water. That would make this
Isn't there
so much
something we can do, some way that... Oh, they'll never make it to the surface even without the pressure. I'm afraid they were crushed the moment they left the bell. What we see is their bodies floating upward with the currents.
What? It's just their belts. There was like a snake or something.
Incredible petrified snake. It's the porno parody.
Just going up. It's definitely not the surface right there. Whoa. Okay.
Cave.
All right.
Great. Now, instead of being stuck
We're
in a
going
submarine, we're
cave
stuck in a
diving.
cave.
BRI 421, calling ships in vicinity of longitude 23, latitude 75. Please stand by to search the area. Repeating, ships in vicinity of Marlin 8, please stand by to assist.
Stand by. I think that's actually a good spot to take our first break.
Feels about right, narratively.
Feels about right narratively. Also, I didn't get the time to pick the breaks out, so I'm kind of winging it right now.
Yeah, you said this was a shorter movie.
It is
right?
a shorter movie. It is a little. It's just a little over an hour. But we're a third of the way through it. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. I liked the water photography is nice. You can, some corners have been cut, but that's what we expect.
Yeah. It hasn't been anything like super egregious.
Nah, not too much.
But I feel like we've been seeing the Jerry Warren hallmarks in terms of just
yeah, I mean it's
flatness, the staticness.
True, and we've only seen the setup, so it can get a lot worse.
Oh, it can, and it
yeah.
probably will.
Interested to see what the what the deal is exactly. So they've rolled randomly into this cave, some kind of shelf kind of
Pretty
thing,
much.
kind of undersea cave.
Mhm.
Whenever we were watching Undersea Kingdom,
Mm-mm.
how did that work? Did they just randomly find the kingdom, or did they get pulled in somehow? I can't remember how that first episode went.
I feel like it was a similar thing of where they just went down, 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 and then at some point something went wrong,
Yeah, wasn't one of the guys go crazy and try to sabotage the ship or
Undersea
something?
Kingdom, right? And then somehow they just came up at that. I mean, maybe I just can't remember the intricacies of it, but it seems kind of similar tonight, where they just happened to surface in this underwater cave, which is thousands and thousands of feet below the ocean, apparently. So, not the first time we've dealt with
full of breathable air, though.
Yeah. Yes, apparently so. We're just getting a glimpse of it. But yeah, we got the setup. I mean, I wouldn't say the stakes feel particularly high yet, but I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I mean they are trapped. What were they doing? So they were just testing out this diving bell.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like there was some big thing.
Yes, I was trying to think. I was trying to think. Oh, but the earthquakes thing. But then that was the Superman cartoon.
Yes, but we'll see. Something does come up. Maybe. All right. Full disclosure. Go ahead and tell you guys. I'm not hearing everything.
Okay.
So I may be missing some of the context, but I do know that seismic / volcanic activity does kind of play a role in this story. So we'll see how it plays out. They might have mentioned it, but couldn't tell you 100% because working on whispers over here.
Yeah, Garrett needs some subtitles.
I really do. This would be the perfect time for them. I can hear enough. But it's
Garrett's really good at reading lips. It's okay.
That's right. I'm a master watching all those silent films as a child. No. But yeah, and I mean, I think we've seen a little bit of John Carradine kind of being, he's not a bad guy here. He's not a villain. He's not your horror, antagonist. He's just kind of, is it his diving bell, or is he just the one that was kind of captaining the...
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
The details aren't here. I can tell you that regardless. Whether I can hear things or not, I know Jerry Warren's not putting in the details. But yeah, I mean, John Carradine, I mean, not to spoil it, but what we're seeing is pretty much what we're gonna see from John Carradine in terms of his role in the movie.
Oh, he's gonna stay up.
Yeah, he's gonna stay up. And
not taking the trip with us.
No, I don't know. I could.
I mean, maybe come down.
I mean, maybe he'll find a way to communicate with our heroes via radio or something. But he's at this time, I guess, if he could get an easy paycheck, he would do it. I mean, John Carradine started out, I guess, kind of came to prominence as a character actor really late 30s, and then throughout the 40s, 50s, 60s. John Carradine was kind of one of those guys who he could be hired to play your horror movie bad guy. Again, one of his early kind of recurring horror roles that he was associated with was Dracula. But unlike Lugosi, who once he got hired as Dracula couldn't really get anything substantial outside of horror, John Carradine was he could, because he had friendships with prominent directors in Hollywood. So obviously, I think it was Joe Cola maybe mentioned earlier that he was really good friends with John Ford and was in a lot of like John Ford movies. He's in Stagecoach, which was like John Ford's like first really great Western. He's also in John Ford's last really great Western, which is The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. And like that was like 20 years later, 25 years later. So I mean, John Carradine was considered that high caliber of a character actor that one of the like most acclaimed directors in Hollywood was like casting him over the years. Not in anything major, but these also weren't small parts either. He got like decent parts, and then even like Cecil B. DeMille. He was cast in a few regular DeMille movies. Probably best known in the Ten Commandments. I don't know if you've ever seen the Ten Commandments, Evan, but he plays Aaron.
Okay. I've only seen just a little bit of it.
Yeah.
They play it like every year.
He's in the back half of the movie, which that's usually, if you've seen it, you probably only seen the front half and then don't stay up for the other 6 hours of the movie. But he's good. He's being a ham in that too, but he's good in it. And yeah, I mean, that was where he differed definitely from Lugosi, with some of the other horror actors as well, even though Carradine was taking the same kind of schlock that Lugosi was taking. They actually co-starred in a movie together in 1956 called The Black Sleep, which it's fun. It's okay. It's not great, but it was kind of a throwback to the 30s and 40s horror films. And it's got Lugosi, Carradine. They got smaller roles. The big roles go to Basil Rathbone and Lon Chaney Jr. And,
of course.
Yeah.
How it goes.
Even though Lon Chaney Jr. also doesn't have any lines. He's just a grunting monster walking around like this. But so, yeah, Lugosi's a butler and he's mute. And that was actually his last like role, like while he was alive. It's also got Tor Johnson. He's also mute, playing a monster man. A lot of monster men.
Is this a silent movie?
No, but they just asked all those guys to grunt and walk around, and it's pretty. If you're a fan of those movies, it's worth seeing.
Sounds like a monster mash.
It's a monster. It is 100% a monster mash. But like that was John Carradine's because he had done some of the Universal horror movies in the 40s. He did some Poverty Row horror movies in the 40s. Voodoo Man, which technically we did watch for our second ever episode of this show, but the movie's not really public domain. He's in Voodoo Man. He's in Return of the Ape Man, which we haven't seen and won't see because that's still under copyright. Even though we got to see the Ape Man, we don't get to see the sequel because that one got renewed. So. He had those roles in the 40s, and then in the late 50s, he was kind of like, all right, I'll get back into it. I'll take some horror movies. I'll take some sci-fi movies. So the trailers that we're going to see during this break are for 2 sci-fi movies that he made right around the time of this. I think these movies came out in 1959. The first is for a film. They both kind of seem very similar. I haven't seen either of them, but they're probably different. The first is called The Cosmic Man, and it involves John Carradine as some kind of invisible space alien who's running around, and he's a silhouette, but he's got a cloak on, and he's
okay.
But he's transparent.
Sounds cool.
Yeah,
Silver Surfer.
Cool. He's got yes. That is kind of, once you see him, I think that is kind of how he looks. His eyes are all white, but when you can't actually see him, it's John Carradine's voice, and he's got the great, he's doing great. But then the second trailer is for another sci-fi movie he did the same year called Invisible Invaders. So, the first one was about an invisible invader.
Mm-hmm.
This one's also about an invisible invader and Carradine, but this time he's completely in the flesh, but he is he's wearing a suit, but he's kind of white grade, kind of with like makeup, but it's different from the Cosmic Man. Again, sci-fi movies, they were churning them out, so chances that two movies were going to be pretty close. And
yeah, speaking of close movies, are both of those real seers, Dracula and Frankenstein versus Billy the Kid?
Not Frankenstein versus Billy the Kid, but you remember way back in our third episode ever of the show, Jesse James meets Frankenstein's daughter.
Yeah.
The companion to that film was Billy the Kid versus Dracula.
Oh,
and
yeah.
John Carradine played Dracula in that film.
Yeah.
And I guess that was the third time he played Dracula in 2 Universal horror films, House of Frankenstein and House of Dracula. Then he was Dracula in Billy the Kid versus Dracula. And then he played Dracula one more time in a movie, a disco vampire movie from the late 70s entitled Nocturna. And he's Dracula, and he's, I guess, the father of Nocturna. I don't know. We've shown the trailer before. It looks fun. It's very disco-y. So if you like a good disco horror movie, maybe check out Nocturna. Yeah, John Carradine, I mean, he wasn't playing Dracula, but he was also in a movie called Vampire Hookers. So, by the 70s, Carradine was just taking whatever. Like in the late 50s, he's like, I'll do some sci-fi, I'll do some more horror. And then by like the mid 60s, he's like, give me whatever, I'll take it. There's
Vampire
even a quote
Hookers,
from
why
him.
not?
It was in the 1960s. He was probably in his late 50s. He's like, my youngest boy is 12. I've still got a long time to go before my life is my own. I was like, whoa, that's like an intense way to put it. And I
gotta work.
Yeah, and he worked. Boy, did he work. So we're gonna get these 2 trailers from some late 50s sci-fi John Carradine films, and then when we come back, we're gonna get into the exciting middle of the I keep wanting to say the incredible petrified world. So stick around, we'll be right back.
This cosmic phantom, this being, boneless, fleshless, almost invisible, stalking the earth, leaving panic behind.
Kathy, what is it? What's wrong?
In there, it was horrible.
There's our cosmic man. Like a solid mass, and yet he's not solid. Like a creature made of matter, and yet more like antimatter.
This sphere from outer space, impervious to heat, impossible to move. Was it a satellite sent to spy on Earth? A spaceship? A secret weapon? Science was baffled. The Army ready to accept the challenge.
Radio the base. Have every available man stationed around those atomic plants.
I am here, in the darkness.
I demand you state your business here.
Your demands mean nothing to me. Within 3 days, the dead will destroy all the living. I am from another planet, outside your galaxy.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand.
Unless Earth surrenders in 24 hours, we will begin a mass invasion. We are invisible. We are invisible, Adam Penner. You cannot see us.
From outer space come the invisible invaders, living dead men threatening to destroy all life on Earth.
And we are back. So, sorry, I was eating apple.
Pausing
chocolate.
for chew.
Pausing for chew. That was the trailers for The Cosmic Man and Invisible Invaders, two John Carradine sci-fi films from 1959. And yeah, Carradine, again, I mean, he was always pretty solid as a mad scientist or a monster or a villain. But, you know, sometimes he just got to play regular guys, normal guys, which is what we're seeing here tonight. So, I mean, you know, he's still an interesting watch. And I mean, you know, he just belongs to that pantheon of classic horror actors that, you know, different people will rank him at different places in their list, you know? Like, some might put him higher up on the tier list than others would. But I mean, he made like at least 7 movies with Basil Rathbone. At least, I think he did like 11 movies with Lon Chaney, 7 movies with Vincent Price, 7 movies with Peter Lorre. Like,
I mean, man was working.
The man was working, and the man had like a good kind of track record of being kind of associated with this group of horror actors, right? Even though John Carradine, maybe you don't hear about him as much as you hear about Vincent Price or Peter Lorre or Lon Chaney. John Carradine, I think just for his longevity alone, kind of, because he was acting all the way up to like 1989. And I mean, at that point, he wasn't doing much. Didn't seem like maybe totally there. But, I mean, the man wanted to work. The man wanted to make money. So, I mean, can't blame him. But again, he was making this, you know, schlock. He was making exploitation movies. He was making drive-in movies in the 70s. But, I mean, the man was in 8 Best Picture nominees. So, clearly, you know, he was valued by some of the premier filmmakers in Hollywood. And that, like, counts for something that you can't say for Vincent Price or Lon Chaney or any of those other guys. So, yeah, food for thought. Food.
Yeah, something to think about.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so we'll see what else he's getting up to tonight. But yeah, I mean, again, we'll see what our divers are gonna get up to, because the cable broke on their diving bell, and
they're stuck in a cave.
They're stuck in an underwater cave, and we're looking at a real cave. So there's that. Because I think even in something like Roger Corman's Beast from Haunted Cave, I don't even know if we were in much of a real cave. This is a real cave. So I'm liking it. And I believe this is Colossal Cave in Tucson, Arizona. So I wanted to say it like the vampire from What We Do in the Shadows. Arizonia. Tucson, Arizona. But no, it was a cool cave, so hopefully we'll see a lot more of it.
Okay. Well, so this is like a landlocked cave, not like a sea cave?
In the movie,
it's a sea cave.
It's a sea cave.
You're
In
right,
real life,
yeah.
I think it's...
Okay.
I
Okay,
mean-
I was gonna say, for this low budget movie, like doing like a shoot in a sea cave they have to dive to would be like really impressive
and impractical
and really dangerous.
Oh, sorry, fat fingers. Yes, very dangerous. So, and you know Jerry Warren wasn't paying for the insurance.
Right, yeah.
I mean, again...
Well, at least they drove out to a real cave.
They did. You got to give him that. He was able to get these Hollywood actors, which again, one of our actresses who was in The Bell is Phyllis Coates, she was the first Lois Lane, live action Lois Lane in the Adventures of Superman TV series.
Okay.
Just in season 1, and then she had like a contract dispute and wasn't in season 2. But first Lois Lane. And then you've got Robert Clark, who's one of our divers, who's now in this cave. And he made a few sci-fi films, probably best known for writing, producing, directing, and starring in his own, entitled The Hideous Sun Demon from 1958. So that was like...
O-N or U-N?
What?
S-O-N or S-U-N?
S-U-N. And he just looks like I think he's supposed to be lizard monster or something. We might have seen the trailer back when we watched Track of the Moon Beast. You remember the movie that we had to start and stop and start and stop? Yeah, so it's like a lizard man monster. But that one is kind of held up as like a schlock classic. I was going to have the trailer for it, but I decided to kind of go in a different direction. Next break. But yeah, so we got some interesting actors here. So that's something. We'll see what actually happens in this sea cave. But hey, it's going to be incredible. So prepare to be petrified. After that corny joke, anything before we get into it, Evan?
Yeah. How many ladders are there going to be in this cave?
Oh, that's Jerry Warren realizes the value of a ladder to put it
in the foreground,
just this close. And if you can still see me behind it, I could still talk for about 3 minutes and do the dialogue for the scene in just this one shot.
We got to make this shot visually interesting, and the only way to do that is by putting something
in front,
right in the way.
We'll talk more about Jerry Warren. I do love his style. I mean, he's one of the rare filmmakers who seem to get worse with each movie as opposed to better. I'll track it a little more, but yeah, I do love it.
Gosh, well, okay.
On that note,
let's get into this cave.
Into the exciting middle of the incredible petrified world. Right now.
JCR 774. We're about a quarter of a mile north by east of original location. I have a diver descending. He'll cover 1,000 yards moving south by west. I'll advise of any results.
Got it. Over and out.
How long do you think it'll take for the bodies to reach the surface? It's been quite...
They're dead. They're freaking dead.
They may not come up this far at all. Prepare to move out if we don't spot them in about 5 hours.
I know it's none of my business, but didn't you have your own money tied up in that bell? I mean, it was your own project with no affiliation.
None of the universities had any confidence in it. Only myself and those down there.
I understand there's another bell ready, built by an outfit in California.
My younger brother designed it. They'll be interested in finding out where mine failed. I suppose we'll never know the answer to that.
Probably should have taken the break there at the fade to black. Hey, we're doing it blind. Summer schlock time.
It's fantastic. There must be miles upon miles of these tunnels.
Yeah. So many of them we could easily get lost. We better head back.
Yeah.
You don't think you can just take these caves to the surface?
Hey, be careful. Don't want to end up like... There's been multiple divers getting stuck in caves recently, right? Well, there was the group that died, and then there was like miners that got stuck in some
I don't
kind
think
of...
we should get scared now. I found the
Maybe
answer
there's
to one
different
thing.
mines. I don't know.
These rocks are loaded with phosphorus.
I don't want to be going under the
That's how caves
earth.
were illuminated.
But did you find anything else? A way out?
We might be here a long time before we find a way out.
My mama always told me nothing good ever happens below the surface of the earth.
What business do you have being there if you aren't anything other than a worm, a mole, some ground-dwelling creature?
Well, it'll be treacherous going, but we'll find a way out in time. First thing to do is to keep our heads and put something in our stomachs. Saw plenty of fish down there, and we can fashion some spears from the rods in the bell.
You're going back
Good
to the
luck.
bell?
Well, I don't think we'd get very far without our shoes and a few other things. Look, as long as I'm going to be a caveman, I want to be a comfortable one. Come on, let's go.
I feel like this is how Teenage Zombies was too. All right, boys go this way, girls you stay here. Like, all right. It's just funny because Jerry Warren's wife ended up being like the first female cinematographer on a major Hollywood film in like 1981.
Oh jeez. Wow.
So that's gotta show you how bad that field was. In terms of like, promoting women and trying to put them in that position. Yeah, Brianne Murphy. She was the dialogue director in this. And she won an Academy Award for scientific engineering, some kind of special award. Engineering achievement. I love the fades to mark the passage of time. That's the second time they've done that. Like, all right. Why even show us any of this? Like, get on with it.
Well, let's get out of here while we're still ahead.
Kill the fish.
Anything else we can take? This compass will help us more than everything else put together. Let's go. All right.
They're definitely just behind it, right?
They are. They
okay,
are,
they have to be. Ooh, barracuda. I don't know if those were barracuda, but it kind of looked like
close enough.
Barracuda.
He didn't leave any too soon. There's a storm following right in our wake. Come in.
Excuse me, sir, but I have something I believe is important.
Yes?
Well, I called to you and Mr. Wyman while I was watching the sonar, but, well, apparently you didn't hear me, and I wanted to keep my eyes on the screen.
Saw the bodies again?
Well, sir, I don't know exactly what I saw, but I'm sure they weren't dead bodies. I saw two of the same masses move practically as they did before.
How do you know they're the same?
Well, the characteristics were identical, and they weren't floating. I'm positive they were moving under their own power.
How long did you have them?
Several minutes, sir.
They moved along together, then one suddenly changed direction. I lost them at exactly the same spot as before.
You probably saw some large fish that were curious about the bell.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've seen plenty of fish on that screen. I know this reading was of something else.
You said they changed direction. Current's pretty strong at that depth.
But only one veered off. The other continued straight up.
Well, whatever the objects were, it's a cinch the bodies aren't going to float to the top, and we've wasted enough time as it is.
Sir, it's possible that
That'll be all, Wilson. Return to the radio room. I have problems enough with the storm to contend with.
Yes.
Hmm.
You know,
Why is she the only one in black? What do you think that means?
just like this.
When we leave here, what do we eat then?
She's not real.
These caverns have water pools everywhere.
Got cave fever.
Probably fish in all of them. I also saw some planktonic shrimp back around the rocks.
Must really be late. Anyone as tired as
That's a
I am?
great question, Kathy. Nutty Putty Cave does sound so
We've been
innocent.
through a lot today, and we'll probably do a lot of walking tomorrow.
Nope, terrifying
When I
indeed.
found the crevice, it's fairly dark inside. At least it will seem like nighttime.
Don't worry about getting cold in there. I'll bet the temperature here doesn't vary 2 degrees.
You make it sound like Miami Beach.
Come on. It's not the ocean floor either.
Good night.
Good night, Fred.
All right.
Go on.
Good night. You plan to take all this diving gear along with us? It's too heavy. Leave it right here. What do you think our chances are? What do you really think? You sound as though I haven't been leveling with Dale and Laurie. I know you, Craig. You've got an uncanny ability to hide what you feel. Paul, I've been diving for quite a few years, but the deepest I ever went was about 200 feet. Frankly, I haven't any more idea about where we are now than you do. Well, haven't you ever heard of these underground caverns? I've read some theories about the Earth being honeycombed with caverns containing air pockets. Then the air we're breathing might not be coming from the surface. Possibly not, if you want to believe theories. How far down do you think we are? No idea. Might find out something about the mineral deposits along the way. Well, I guess only time will tell. I'm going to get some sleep.
Good luck with that.
You know, I'll probably dream about breaking an altitude record in a helium balloon.
I was gonna get up and walk off. He's just like, I guess I'm just...
Time for bed.
Yeah, we're exploring.
So they're just like filming along the cave tour.
Pretty
route,
much,
right?
yeah. Yeah, they snuck the camera in. They're doing this all incognito. Like that guy who filmed that whole movie in Disney World.
Oh,
like,
right,
sneaking in the camera. Apparently he's making a sequel to that, or he made a sequel to that. Snuck back in.
Oh, where is it? Six Flags?
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, that would probably be better than going back to Disney. I already done all the rides once. You really need to do Rock and Roller Coaster again. Like,
He's got to do the Star Wars land.
I guess.
Avatar land.
I think we've made progress.
Will you drink it?
No salt content. Probably good as any well water. It's better.
Wow. Oh, this woman is like perfectly like made up and like
Yeah, her hair looks great. Had a great night's sleep.
What?
What?
Should have kept that. Maybe a while before you get anything else to read.
When I need your advice, I'll ask for it.
Sorry. I didn't realize.
You don't realize a lot of things.
Wow.
Probably never will.
I didn't mean to intrude, Dale. It was just a friendly joke.
Friendly. Well, you just listen to me, Miss Innocent. There's nothing friendly between two females. There never was and there never will be.
Sorry you feel that way. I was hoping we could help one another.
You don't need any help, and neither do I. Not as long as we have two men around us.
Doing any good with that key?
This lady's problem. It's like a survival situation. I don't have time for this bullshit.
No, that's all she cares about right now. This is the most important thing.
What is this, Survivor?
Yes, it is, Evan. This was actually the inspiration for Survivor.
It's okay, I've got the totem.
Follow our instinct.
Got immunity.
We could go around in circles. We've been doing some of that with the compass. You know, I've been following these rock formations.
Maybe eventually I keep waving it around enough.
Well, we're just going to have to notice everything that's slightly unusual. Make sure we don't pass anything twice. Hey, what do you say we break the tops off of some stalagmites whenever we can? It's a good idea. We got to make a lot of markings because if we can't find enough stalagmites, we'll have to pile some rocks together. How do you account for that compass not working? Well, the iron in these rocks. I thought maybe it was because we were down so far. I guess not. Well, it could be that, too. But these are designed to work on a horizontal plane. We're getting pulled from every direction. You know, Craig, I thought of something we should have done when we went back to the Bell. What's that? Well, those compression tanks are buoyant, right? Yeah. They can take a lot of pressure. We should have taken one, scratched a message on it, and then released it. Note in a bottle from a shipwrecked sailor, huh? Sure. Well, suppose somebody did find it. You think they'd send us an answer? At least they'd know we're alive. I think it's just as well they think we're not. They couldn't possibly reach us. Yeah. Maybe you're right. But I'll bet some people really keel over when we do get out of here. Don't get too anxious. What do you mean? I mean, I think we're a long way off. But the fresh water. It's a good sign, and we certainly need it for survival. But I don't think it necessarily means that we're any closer to the top. Oh, look, Craig. I've been following the rock formations and the colorings. I've seen a definite change. Well, I have too. I'm simply judging by the number of hours we've traveled against the distance to sea level. Or maybe higher. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet, Craig. You know, I might be tempted to tell some of the boys from old Charlie's squadron about this. Well, I guess you wouldn't be lying to him at that. Don't worry. You can trust your old dad. I won't say a word.
I mean, how far off the shore were they even?
Come on, let's hit the road.
Didn't seem like far enough to drop down this deep below the ocean.
You gals ready to start out again?
I was ready to start before we rested.
This was just supposed to be a simple, we're going to drop the diving bell in. I don't know if you remember in Teenage Zombies, but there was a lot of walking.
Filler.
They were walking around the island, around the shore.
Take it easy, Dale. We'll find one. She's right. The only openings are small cracks. We couldn't possibly get through them.
We'll have to go back.
No, we shouldn't lose our direction.
There's a water pool to the left, about 50 yards back. We'll have to try going through it.
And if that doesn't lead to another cavern?
Then we'll have to drop back to the fork and try another course. That'll mean losing a lot of time.
Well, let's try it.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, everybody just walk in front of the camera. I mean, the lighting is good. I mean, obviously having a real location like this is good. It looks good. It's not as flat here with this.
True.
It is literally forcing Jerry Warren to use dimension. Ooh, look at that wipe.
Sure hope all
All right,
that
we're
fresh
flat
plenty of
again.
shrimp. Feel like I could eat about 3 dozen of them.
Said there wouldn't be any shrimp around in the clear water. He's looking for some sort of crawfish.
Just so there are plenty of them.
So what's the difference? They both taste terrible.
I'm going to hunt up some roots for the fire.
Say roots? What are they burning down there?
Come on.
That's a good question.
What's up? Take a look at that.
Hmm.
So we're not the first ones to be here.
Gosh.
You know, it's not exactly my line, but I'd say he's been dead about 10 or 12 years.
It's horrible. He probably kept walking until he dropped.
Look, this is the best indication we've had yet. This man could have come down here directly from the surface.
And I suppose he liked it so well he decided to stay here and die.
Perhaps he just lost his way.
Is that any better?
Oh, shit.
Oh, whoa, okay.
What on earth?
So he's a weirdo. Who else would come down here?
You're so right, Skipper. Listen, I don't care who leads us out.
Hello! Hello up there!
My name is Torgo. I take care of the place while the master is away.
You can't hear us. Come on. Hello. Are we glad to see you?
What do you want here?
We don't want anything, except to get out.
We were underwater in a diving bell. The cable snapped, dropping us to the bottom. We left the bell and found our way in here.
You see, we were attempting to break a depth record. Oh, I'm Paul Whitmore. This is Craig Randall, Laurie Talbot, and Dale Marshall.
I've been here 14 years.
14 years?
Well, I don't think we want to stay quite that long. Would you mind leading us out?
There is no way out.
But how did you get here? And that fellow back there?
He was killed long time ago. I was more fortunate.
But how did you get here?
The same as you.
And you haven't found a way out in all this time?
There is no way.
Was he also trying to make a
There, we're
depth
breathing.
record?
It would be easier to an opening to the surface.
The air comes from a volcano about 2 miles from here.
Are you sure of that?
I'll show it to you. Would you like to visit my home?
I don't know.
It isn't far. I'll take you there.
Well, let's trust this guy. This weirdo.
Nice place.
You need rest.
Certainly made this place comfortable enough.
I carried stones here to make pots and flint for fire. Sometimes I traveled to the salt water to bring back seaweed.
You look at the size of this claw. There's no known species this large.
I use it to spear fish. But you have fine weapons. With them we can hunt much better.
Hey, are you positive there's no opening to the top? Even a small one we could hack out with some kind of tools?
I'll take you to the volcano so you can see for yourself. And then you will know as I do.
How soon can we start?
We must first have food. I have enough for all of us.
What? Is that a pufferfish?
Really knows.
Did you see that?
He knows up from down. But we'll
It was like a pufferfish on a string.
Well, there's no sense in all of us.
That's his lamp, his chandelier.
Yes.
Well, we'll probably be taken through some pretty rough places, no telling how dangerous. I'd feel better if you stayed.
That might be a good time to take our second break.
Okay.
So we are, I guess we are 2/3 of the way through the incredible Petrified World. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
It's gone in kind of a direction I wasn't quite expecting. I guess I should have maybe guessed with Petrified World. They're in a cave.
Right.
I mean, like I said before, I was expecting dinosaurs.
Right.
Probably shouldn't have. I was thinking like, okay, the dinosaurs are going to be made like the petrified. What's made of stone here?
No, you weren't wrong to assume that, because certainly by the time this movie was finally released, there were movies being made that were that. So it was kind of in the cards, but again, it comes down to budget.
Yeah, that claw might be as close as we're gonna get.
Right. Well, so apparently they made a monster suit for this movie. And maybe they actually filmed for it, but apparently it was so bad that they said we can't use it.
Wow,
they just cut it all out.
Wrote out the monster.
He completely wrote out any kind of monster. And
I mean, the scenario, it's still, survival situation. That's pretty scary in its own way.
Absolutely. You could
being stuck under the ocean, being stuck in a cave, and then finding a hermit guy. That's scary.
Yeah, that was and this is the one time I have to give Jerry Warren props for the wide shot, because sometimes a new element in a wide shot can just be disconcerting. There was something about seeing the hermit framed in the way that he was with the cave, and but that far away, and just it was oh
yeah,
whoa, because we saw their reaction shot before we saw him. We saw him go
I mean, I wasn't expecting
but
it.
it was fast, and it was just, wait, what? So you got to give him props for that, but certainly the title conjures a little more to mind, a little more kind of in the vein of Jules Verne, right? The kind of again, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea type of stuff.
Yeah, it is a world, but it's a pretty claustrophobic one.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're left wanting for that tonight, don't worry, because our breaks do have trailers for that kind of genre of film, because I did want to kind of contrast what we're seeing tonight, what you can do on a schlock budget versus the big studio money doing this kind of a story. And so the first trailer is for a 1959 or 60 film entitled Journey to the Center of the Earth. And it kind of involves like I think underground cavern type systems. I think that's a Jules Verne story.
Yeah. You know, there's I believe more than one Lovecraft story that I remember that plays out kind of like this.
Okay.
And down in the caves, and like there's something there's something or someone also down there with you.
Right.
Kind of vibing with that. You know, we've maybe kind of made friends with this guy. He's maybe not an I mean, maybe he will be. I don't know, but
right. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, no. But yeah, you're identifying there are these kind of tropes that play into this underground story, and I think that there's a literary precedent, right? Whether you're talking about Verne, Lovecraft, I know there's plenty of other things that we're kind of writing about.
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of just down in the underworld, so to speak.
Right. So that, again, hey, you can do whatever you want. You come up with whatever kind of narrative you want in that setting. So I think, obviously, there was an attempt here. But, yeah, Journey to the Center of the Earth, you'll see they're definitely doing that one up big. The second trailer, I don't think it's Jules Verne, but it came out a year or two later, and it's entitled Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. And that is, again, going deep under the ocean and coming across this kind of other kind of world and sea monsters and all this stuff. I mean, with a big cast, and again, both of these movies are in color, and this is only like a year or two after tonight's film, so it's again, it was very common at that point in Hollywood for movies to, they were turning away from black and white, but the low budget guys, that was still all they had. So this is no big budget color epic, and we're gonna see why because of these trailers. So we're gonna get the trailers for Journey to the Center of the Earth and Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, and then when we come back, we're gonna get into the exciting conclusion of the incredible Petrified World. So stick around, we'll be right back.
Must be true. A man took some tools and went where no human being had ever set foot. Alone. Went into the interior of the earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is James Mason. Come along with Pat Boone and me, Arlene Dole, Diane Baker, and Gertrude the Duck, and discover sights and sounds and wonders no living man has ever witnessed before, filmed in the incomparable magic of CinemaScope. We'll take our leave of civilization on the bleak, barren wastes of Iceland, peer in awe at the bottomless crater of an uncharted volcano, make the perilous descent into the unknown. You'll pioneer with us through countless miles of trackless labyrinths, Discover huge subterranean caverns never beheld by human eye. Become lost in the weird underground maze. You'll find yourself engulfed in grotesque, petrified jungles. Marvel at the fantastically beautiful quartz grotto. Tumble into cascading salt beds. Escape from hissing steam caves. Behold the staggering underground ocean. You'll encounter breathtaking dangers beyond belief. Here, at the center of the Earth.
Stop. Fair warning. You'll never find your companions or your way out. You need me as much as I need you. Stop and come back.
Come with me on a voyage to the bottom of the sea.
There, when the entire sky catches on fire, the burning Van Allen belt threatening to destroy the universe. You are there in a deadly rain of disintegrating icebergs. Not even the soaring imagination of a Jules Verne could have dreamed of such a fantastic adventure. In an atom-powered submarine that defies description.
You've seen the brain of the sub. In here is the heart, the atomic motor room. There is more destructive force in this room than in all the explosives used in World War II.
With a cast as exciting as the wonders they encountered. Walter Pidgeon.
We hope to see sights never before seen by man.
Joan Fontaine.
I say, the belt will burn itself out. At 173 degrees, it will burn itself out!
Barbara Eden. Peter Lorre.
Sounds like Suko. Nothing is impossible.
Robert Sterling.
If I'm to meet your deadline of the Marianas, I need fighters, not fatalists.
Michael Ansara. And Frankie Avalon.
With due respect, sir, I think your judgment's been a little rocky lately.
Why, you gold-bricking pipsqueak.
You are there when the United Nations is thrown into a turmoil.
The burning belt must be exploded clear of the Earth's magnetic field. And we have exactly 16 days and 3 hours in which to do it.
Explode the belt and you explode the world!
You are there when the frogmen battle a mammoth squid. You are there when Barbara Eden dances to Frankie Avalon's hot rhythms. You are there in outer space to see the Earth encircled in fire. You are there when the mini-sub threads a life and death course through the minefields. You are there when the giant of the sea attacks. You are there in the most startling underwater pursuit ever filmed.
So that was the trailers for Journey to the Center of the Earth and Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. And yeah,
you can see the difference. You can see the difference, right?
But you also see, like, was that a little more like closer to what you were expecting?
Pretty much, yeah. And I guess really like maybe my like personal touchstone for this kind of story is and one that I really like a lot is you remember the Disney Atlantis?
Yeah, I didn't watch it very much. I wasn't like a huge fan.
That was like my favorite.
I know a lot of people did. You were a fan. You're a big
Loved
fan.
that one.
No, I know it's popular.
I even had the little like the like Leviathan. I had like the sub and the Leviathan, and of course make the fight.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's. I know that's got a huge fan base, and it was very popular. And yeah, I mean, I think that just speaks to the kind of like popularity of that kind of story of, people exploring this unexplored part of, it's still our world. It's not like outer space, but it is still, there's all these unknowns and you're discovering them. And so you expect monsters, you expect these things.
Yeah, you want there to be something. It's not like, it's just a guy.
It's just guys and two women and a caveman.
Yeah, we found a hermit. That's the monster.
Yeah, it's very, but this is schlock, right? Like that's the definition of schlock, is like to make you think that you're gonna get
something huge, and then it's like, okay, this is. Gotta remember the budget.
And but this goes to the poster too, because the poster has like an octopus grabbing a woman and a scuba diver stabbing the octopus. So like a lot of people saw this and thought octopus, and Jerry Warren's like, nah, didn't need it, still made money. Like I saw a comment that basically said that today, where it was like, yeah, Jerry Warren told me when I asked him, I said, well, why wasn't, he's like, I didn't, and I still made money. Haha. Like, I don't know if that was a real story, but I mean, again, Jerry Warren was the kind of guy who, like I said, his films seemed to get worse. Like, it was the first trailer that we saw in our pre-roll tonight, Man Beast. That was his first film. Then there was this, Teenage Zombies. Then he started buying international films, mostly films from Mexico, and then dubbing and adding new footage, and made like a good amount of money that way. And then kind of like fell out of it for like a little bit, and then made a movie in 1981 called Frankenstein Island that's essentially just a rehash of Teenage Zombies. And it's got the same woman who played like the Mad Scientist. She's playing Dr. Frankenstein's like granddaughter. She's got white hair and she looks crazy. Okay. John Carradine plays Dr. Frankenstein. It's fun. It's fun. We've shown the trailer before. It's very silly, and apparently like Jerry Warren just thought he could make another movie like he made in the 60s and it would work in 1981, and
audience didn't go for it.
No, they did not bite on Frankenstein Island. Even though when I heard there was a Frankenstein Island, I was like, what is this about?
Frankenstein Island sounds like a movie you would write.
It sounds like a movie I would write, or it sounds like a reality TV show now.
Ooh,
right? Frankenstein
MTV's
Island.
Frankenstein Island.
Ooh, come on.
That's monster
You kill a bunch of hot young people, you reanimate them, you mix up their parts, and then they all gotta date each other, and that's Frankenstein Island. They make a bunch of Frankenstein babies, and then it's Frankenstein Island. I think we got a show we could pitch. I'm just saying. Yeah. That was the monster's dream in the novel, basically, was to have a mate so that he could create his own, not his own race, but more or less his own, spawn that could take over the world. There is legitimately in the novel, that's, the monster kind of is, alludes to that being his aim, and that's why Victor Frankenstein doesn't follow through with creating a bride, because he's like,
well, I can't let you do that.
I can't let you do that. And it's just get another grievance for the monster to add to the list. You gotta love it. The whole story's about being petty. No, it's great. I love the novel. But yeah, so Jerry Warren, he just, again, that was his film career, from Man Beast, which apparently by all accounts is pretty solid, and it's a Yeti movie before Hammer Pictures made their Yeti movie, The Abominable Snowman, which is kind of a touchstone for that whole subgenre. But and then his movies just got worse. And Teenage Zombies, Teenage Zombies was such a bad movie. So at least like here we're in a cave and we're not in someone's lake house.
Yeah.
Like that's all that Teenage Zombies just seemed like that Jerry Warren had a friend or himself had a lake house, and they just shot everything in and around the lake house. And
yeah, they're getting some good mileage out of this cave.
I think so.
I mean, I feel like it's a good way to go. Filming on location, especially somewhere natural, it's just easy. Or no, it's not easy per se, but it's you get a lot of bang for your buck, I guess.
Right.
For your effort.
Exactly. Yeah. I just can't, again, I think that some people can take a low budget, do it well, but I mean, here we're seeing kind of why schlock is schlock.
Yeah. Schlock.
Yeah. Anything before we get into the exciting conclusion of the Incredible Petrified World, Evan?
Yeah. So, I think I know how this is gonna play out. So what they're gonna do is they're going to win a game of riddles against this homeless guy and steal his gold ring, and then find the way out.
Yeah.
And then he'll spend the rest of the movie following them. He never makes it back. It's in the sequel. Precious.
3 long movies in the Incredible Petrified World series.
Yeah. They're going to a volcano.
That's
They're going to throw this homeless guy into the volcano.
Wow, who knew? No, I guess those books were before. This is 50,
those books are very old.
Well, on that note, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get to the exciting conclusion of the Incredible Petrified World right now.
Don't you think he's a little eager to show us that volcano?
That's why I want the girls to stay down here.
Never did buy that story about that ship sinking 14 years ago. What do you think he's got up his sleeve?
Well, maybe nothing. But I still think it'd be a good idea if you'd wait down here with Dale and Laurie.
Oh, now wait a minute, Daddy-o. I'm no babysitter. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll trade places with you.
Okay, you win. We'll both go. I think the girls will be all right as long as we stay with him.
Yeah. Besides, they're planning a swimming party, and we weren't invited.
Come on.
It's too bad we can't get a suntan. I can do without it. The sun always gives me a bad time. I got burned once at the beach and... Oh, well, that's not important now.
We've been here quite a long time. They should be getting back soon.
Are you afraid they'll bring bad news?
I'm afraid I am.
I keep telling myself that old man couldn't possibly be right. I can't make myself believe it.
We'll know soon enough, one way or the other.
You know, I was afraid until I realized that if we do spend the rest of our lives here, we can at least start a new one. Anything that happened in the past can't bother us here.
Don't make me think about it. And let's not start painting any dark pictures before we know. They're here.
And of all the places to get stranded, this undersea cave just sucks so much. There's not even a good view.
Nope. Nope. You're just
like deserted island. Like, yeah, I could live through Blue Lagoon. That's okay.
No, this would suck.
You're so quiet. Does that mean that...
That volcano's there, all right. Spouting air by the ton.
Then he was right. Well, never...
Laurie!
No.
Laurie, look, it won't be so bad.
Is that like a big starfish? There's multiple starfish.
Yeah.
In there.
No, it's not going to be so terrible. After all,
And a sea turtle.
We live here now.
So we can't, have these creatures swimming around, but we can certainly slap them up on the wall.
I know how you feel, as though you have nothing to look forward to, but I felt the same way until I realized how really fortunate I am. That is, if you... What I'm trying to say is that, Laurie, I've been in love with you for a long time. Planned to tell you before now.
All right, dude.
I never seem to be able to.
Oh, I wish you had. I wanted to hear you say you love me.
Let's get cave married.
Laurie, as long as I have
Well,
you,
the only one that can perform the ceremony is Captain Caveman, so... Oh, that was great. That was a good shot. I gotta give him that. Again, good framing with him.
Yeah.
And in the close-up, the rare Jerry Warren close-up, he did go with it. Oh, Lauren's in here. Hello, Lauren. I don't know if you've... Yeah, looks like you've just gotten here.
Welcome.
Hope you've been
Welcome
doing
to the
well
end of the
tonight,
movie.
Lauren. Now we're back with this guy who we haven't seen since Act 1.
And reports indicate the strike will be settled this week. On the local scene, Marine Research of California has abandoned the scheduled launching of an experimental diving bell. J.R. Matheny, president of Marine Research, is rumored to have lost some $90,000 constructing the bell during the past 18 months. And now for a look at the weather. Early morning fog will cover the harbor area with little change in temperature.
Yeah, at least that guy was really driving and it wasn't a, rear projection.
Yeah.
Where's he jetting off to? I think Jerry Warren might be that guy sitting in the plane right there behind Carradine. He said he has a cameo as a guy on a plane.
TWA flight number 201 is now arriving.
Good afternoon.
My name is Wyman. I believe Mr. McKean is expecting me.
Yes, of course. Mr. Wyman to see you.
Send him in.
It's the first...
Hell, this looks like the freaking house from Teenage Zombies almost. One of the houses.
Wyman, pleasure to meet you.
Very pleased to meet you, sir.
Sit down. You certainly got out here quickly.
I came directly from the airport.
Your telegram sounded quite urgent. Suppose you elaborate for me.
Well, I understand you're giving up your plans to try your bell.
We've given it a lot of consideration. The project has been costly, and we've devoted the entire lab to the bell's development. I'm afraid the wisest thing we can do at this time is just give up the project.
Of course, because of the results of mine.
Wyman, if it weren't for your pioneering and research, this bell wouldn't have even been built. When your brother came to work for me, I knew where his ideas were coming from.
You mean your bell is similar to mine?
As you can see, the designs are identical.
But the
This model ready.
Yes. Why? Matheny, I'd like to ask you for a personal
The latter.
favor. You have no confidence in your bell because it was patterned after mine, and rightly so. But if I could take the responsibility off your shoulders,
What do you think he done?
I could make the dive myself, in the same location as before.
Understand. How can you, of all people, consider doing this when you know that the bell is obvious?
I believe it can be done. I've always believed it. If I can't at least turn my failure into a success, I'll be doing a grave injustice to 4 gallant people.
What makes you think that the results would be any different this time?
Since I returned from the Caribbean, I've been like a man who was living apart from his own soul. I knew there was an answer somewhere, but when I searched for it, my mind just wouldn't function. I think it was because of my condition that I finally discovered where the bell failed.
You found the reason?
The chain broke not at the weakest link, but at the strongest.
I don't understand.
The bell was designed with supports to take a stress 5 times greater than what we anticipated. We even thought of using booms on 2 different ships as an added safety factor. We overcame that with added couplings together with a pellet release system for balance. But in our extreme measures for added strength, we actually defeated our own purpose.
Until we stopped work here, the plans were to use 3 ships for support.
You don't need them. Depending on the overall weight descending, you must equalize the supports to parallel the point of water pressure above and below 2,000 feet.
You mean it's the pressure pushing upwards that causes stress?
Exactly. We went all out for strength and supporting the bell. When it reached the point of water pressure where there was no up and down factor, the couplings ripped off the seams.
Wyman, I know what a successful operation would mean to you, and I certainly want to help, but this has all come so fast. I don't know what to say.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you without offering something in exchange. I have a ship available that will take us to the Caribbean. It's fully equipped. The owner will do everything he can to assist.
We're doing this today, bud.
I suppose if I didn't go along with you...
Right now.
Time before
Let's go.
You'd raise some money and be building another bell of your own.
Just mean an unnecessary delay.
However, I'm afraid there's one thing I'll have to object to. You're going under.
I'm coming with you.
If I know that young brother of yours, you jump at the chance. Let's go out to the lab and see him.
Smoking in the lab.
What is even happening?
Montage.
Oh my God.
They're doing something. Just messing with doohickeys and yeah. This
looks right. This looks right.
Yeah. Needs a few more of these.
What's in that cup? You know it's not coffee.
We're gonna microdose and make a diving bell. Yeah, that'll do.
This is like sitcom, like. Still in montage mode.
How far can we? The rest of the movie is just a montage.
Gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we're running out of time here.
So little I've had to fill it 3 times already this morning.
I suppose that means I'm not doing my share of the work.
That's not at all what I meant. Anyway, we'll have some decent containers as soon as the men come back from the bell.
Well, I hope they bring my camera back with them. I could use it for one of the decorations.
Well, Craig said that they would only bring back the most important things. I'm sure your camera...
Craig said this. Craig said that. Craig said. What is he around here anyway? Some kind of monarch or something? He wouldn't take that old fool with him. He
Fight?
could use a couple
Maybe?
of extra hands to help carry things.
I'm sure Craig knows what he's doing.
That's exactly what I mean. I'm fed up with his doing.
Yeah, Lauren, I hope they're bringing back the rum from the diving bell.
Me, I'll think of that. Nobody's trying to. You think I'm going to put up with this routine? You're crazy.
Dale, there's nothing I can do to make you feel any better.
Oh, yes, there is. And you're going to start doing a few things my way.
Dale, I don't want to argue with you. Will you just leave me alone?
I'll leave you alone when I get good and ready to. And so will Craig when the time comes.
So that's it. You're not getting all the attention.
You're pretty smug, aren't you? Just because we're all trapped.
That's enough. And Dale, I don't want to discuss this again.
Come on, let them fight. Okay.
I guess I'm just a little cranky because I'm stuck in a cave at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, what is happening here? I'm a little confused. They went down at the same spot and came up?
I guess.
Or is this... Wait.
Yeah, which team is this?
How many more trips is this going to take? This lung is nearly empty. Well, just a few more things.
It's our guys.
Yeah.
Why are they, what are they doing with this
for one more
plane?
dive. So let's make it count. Okay. Come on, I'll keep an eye on you.
It's the most important thing.
Yes.
Whatever it is. I don't know much about dive bells.
Because I should have included a Jacques Cousteau short on this pre-roll tonight.
I found the original bell. It's 100 feet below me. Wait a minute. Unless I've lost my mind, I see two men in the water.
Uh-oh. Out of air.
Out of air?
They teach you what to do. You gotta give them some of your air.
I've seen them. They do that in Revenge of the Creature. No. The Creature Walks Among Us, one of the Creature of the Black Lagoon movies. The creature, like, they take away the creature's gills, and then he tries to jump back in the water, and he runs out of air, and so then they're like giving him some of their oxygen as they're like pulling him up because he was down deep.
Jeez.
It's a good movie.
What do you mean they took off his gills?
They were trying to surgically turn him into a normal human. It's interesting. Creature Walks Among Us. I actually really like it.
I've got some coffee. Good. There. He's coming around.
You know that'd be like the best cup of coffee you've ever had.
God. Couldn't imagine. They just left the women down here with this guy?
I guess they did.
That was stupid.
I like you much better than the others.
Well, that's just fine. I'm very glad you do.
You're bossy. I like you.
That's all I need.
We will kill them.
Sheesh.
What?
It is easy, like I killed Maurice long time ago. And after we kill them, we can be alone here.
Now you stay away from me. Stay away! Stay away from me!
Maybe I should kill you instead.
Oh.
Stay away!
Come on, he's got to be very weak and malnourished. Wait, what? Oh. I thought it was a thunderstorm. I was like,
yeah.
Stop.
A volcano!
Just hit one by one rock, cut the stock.
There we go. Pummeled.
There we go. We got about 15 of these paper mache rocks we can throw at you.
You can
Some
bounce off
dust.
you.
So make it look good. No, Jerry Warren didn't even say that. That wasn't even his direction. Didn't even go that far. Saw a little bit of like smoke coming off of one part of that. Like dry eyes maybe wasn't firing that day. Oh.
Yeah, Ilana, I'm not really sure how this all like maps in like a 3D kind of way, because like they went down and then they came back up.
Could there be underground volcanoes? Could it be?
Did they go back down to the volcano? Did they just go deeper?
If you think about the Earth, if you put it into a tube,
that helps.
You wouldn't want to put it into a tube.
You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. How about you?
We're all right.
And the old man?
He was killed in the avalanche.
Here, put these on.
Well, where did you get these?
Never mind. Put them on. Come on, follow me.
Whoa.
Holy shit. Wow.
Okay. Gotta be stopped. That was good though.
Yeah. Seems like a pretty devastating earthquake. That was the surface, wasn't it?
Easy now. Not too much speed.
I think so.
Ground just got ripped apart.
I really can't explain the feeling when we first saw the bell. We'd given up hope and, well, nothing ever
I thought
so
John
good.
Carradine was going down in this
I
diving
wish
bell.
the old man had been as fortunate as we are. If Mr. Wyman's up there, tell him that Laurie is fine. She'll be saying hello in just a minute.
Laurie, I think from now on my whole life will be changed. I realize how terrible I've acted. Do you think you can ever forgive me?
Of course I can, Dad. I've always wanted our friendship.
It all worked out.
This whole ordeal has just brought us closer.
Well, little lady, you've got the scoop of the year.
Well, not this time, Jimmy. The story goes to all of you.
I want you to meet your benefactor, Mr. Matheny.
Matheny, we're very grateful. We have only Wyman to thank. It's all his idea.
Can't thank all of you enough.
Come on, you people, move back a little. Let's give them room to breathe.
Room to breathe. You know, I never thought about it much, but there's nothing greater.
Yeah.
Room to breathe. That's what this whole movie was all about.
That cave sure sucked, huh?
Wow. Goodness gracious. Go on, give it to us. Let's see it. Where is it?
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Hey.
Yes, thank you for reminding us, Jared.
So, you know, they did end up the old guy did end up getting killed by the volcano, and they did end the movie with boats riding off into the distance. So this is just Lord of the Rings.
Okay. All right, so they sacrificed him, and all right, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I think the stock footage and the cave set do a lot of heavy lifting in this film, but it could have been worse.
Yeah, no, even that. I mean, because again, the cave wasn't even set. The cave was a cave.
Or
you know?
right, yeah,
like,
not the set, just the cave.
But how lucky they were to get that, have that, because otherwise, if it was a set, you think about the cave in EGOT, one of our other summer schlock presentations in the previous years. You can tell from a mile away that thing is paper mache. And you're just in that one spot. So the nice thing about being on a location here was getting different formations and therefore different kind of compositions. And I mean, again, sometimes they framed the hermit, what do you call him?
The old man.
The old man. Like frame him in what looks like a real kind of rock formation. So if they were just taking advantage of it, the scenery like that, I mean, that's all you could hope for. But by and large, there wasn't much happening or much at stake, it felt like.
Yeah, it was, it was a little plotting, which for a survival situation, having it be a little slow. I don't want to say, oh, that's okay, but you're right. Like not a whole lot really happens in this movie. They get lost in this cave. They survive long enough to get rescued.
Right.
It's kind of
not much to it. Yeah, not the most intelligent plot in the world. So that, I mean, again, Jerry Warren. I pulled this quote when we watched Teenage Zombies, but I think it sums it up pretty well. And I didn't want to give it away early because it's always just, you hear this and maybe you just don't even know how to view the rest of the movie.
Oh no, is this gonna ruin it?
Well, no. It's, he said, I shoot one day on this stuff and throw it together. I was in the business to make money. I never ever tried in any way to compete or to make something worthwhile. I only did enough to get by. So they would buy it, so it would play, and so I'd get a few dollars. It's not very fair to the public, I guess, but that was my attitude. You didn't have to go all out and make a really good picture.
Well, if I guess that is the kind of attitude that if your movies get worse over time,
that would be why. Because you're like, I don't owe anybody anything. I'm just trying to make some money.
This is just my day job.
This is not art. I'm going to tell you up front, this is not art. I just want some money. Give me money. And I'm not going to try to work very hard. I'm just going to try to get this movie made. I mean, again, he is the kind of low effort version of Roger Corman, right? Because Roger Corman was like, I'm going to take this low budget and do as much as I possibly can. And then, then you have Jerry Warren. So again, I think it was good to kick off our summer of schlock with someone who really embodies schlock in the way of like, when the fact that you can get that far, you get a movie that gets put in theaters, that gets put out there, that is to this day, like, kind of released and promoted. And there isn't a lot to hang your hat on, but guess what? The filmmaker, that was all they wanted, make some money, and it worked out. So I don't know. Jerry Warren is one of those characters that the only other movie of his that we've seen is Teenage Zombies. And I don't know how many other Jerry Warren movies we'll get to watch, but
yeah, is Man Beast not in the public domain?
It is not. I really hoped that it was, but apparently it is not. Oh, What can you do? But maybe some of the foreign films he bought and dubbed. These might be public domain, so we might get some more Jerry Warren in the future. There's a movie that he did with John Carradine, Lon Chaney Jr. Those were the two big ones. And maybe public domain. I don't know, I have to check on it. It's called How... Oh, I'm get it wrong. What? The one title on the trailer for it is Blood of the Man Devil. But it had like 6 different titles. So that was another thing Jerry Warren would do, is just retitle it and re-release it. That was why the trailer for Teenage Zombies that we saw had the title
the alternate
Teenage Torture. Because Jerry Warren's like, well, let's see if this gives us a few more bucks.
Isn't that what the rapper Viper?
No.
He does. You probably wouldn't know him. His claim to fame is classic single. You'll cowards don't even smoke crack. But yeah. He's prolific in like almost weird way. He releases like thousands of albums just by like retitling his existing songs.
Okay.
And also most of his things.
Right. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many filmmakers have kind of followed that model. Maybe not to quite as prolific a status, but certainly trying to find ways to just reuse footage they already have, using stock footage.
It's economical.
It is.
No wastage.
You gotta give them that. Gotta give them that. I mean,
eat the whole animal.
I don't know, man. Maybe we need to try making a stock footage movie.
Okay, good. They're gonna say maybe we need to smoke crack, and we're like,
well, we can do that too, but that might be I don't know. Interesting ideas. I don't know that it would be commercially viable.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure what the business strategy is there.
Maybe a little erratic. So I don't know if we should address anything.
We're going to take that to the bank. We have a business plan. Somehow it involves us.
We've got this real crack idea. That, yeah.
Oh, God. Sheesh.
No. Well, I gotta say, like, even though the movie itself kind of in a way feels like a non-entity. If that, I don't know, maybe that's too harsh judging it. Would you? I don't know. Could we?
What, this film, The Petrified World?
Yeah. The Incredible Petrified World. It just, what was the point? No offense.
Yeah,
I don't want to,
yeah, the most I mean, there was the earthquake at the end, and when the guy got a little rapey. But yeah, the rest of the movie, I don't know.
Fine.
Serviceable.
But again, schlock. And that's what this summer is all about. And we got plenty of schlock coming up for you this summer, because next week we are, again, I kind of like to alternate. Let me pull my list. But we like to alternate.
A petrified schlock tale, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
You want to just freeze it
that.
solid.
Okay.
Just have a block of ice.
I could get behind that. Yes. Evan, that's your assignment. You haven't worked dry ice into a cocktail.
I haven't. I'm a little hesitant to use dry ice.
They use it in the biz all the time.
They do, but you have to really make sure it all dissolves.
True.
You can't. It'll burn you if you. I'm not trying to feed you. I'm not trying to give you your stomach a burn.
Good point.
I'm not trying to put anybody in the hospital.
I hope not. Hope not. So we're kind of next week going to, I guess we're definitely going to step up next week in terms of the creative power behind the film, because we've already talked about this individual tonight. I like to get like a film from them during the summer of Schlock as well. That would, of course, be one of our very revered filmmakers here on this show, Mr. Roger Corman.
Ooh.
I guess the last time we had a Corman movie was that he directed was last year during the summer of Schlock, when we watched She Gods of Shark Reef.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one? He
part of our our globe-trotting tour that we did.
Which, in a way, we will be kind of doing that again this summer as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we were in the Caribbean tonight, right? I think that's where they said they were.
Yes, that's where they said they were. But yeah, we're gonna kind of
in Arizona.
Arizona, yeah, in real life. But next week we're kind of pivoting to, I guess, what would be the. It's not Hawaii, but it's another kind of tropical. Because Corman liked to do this thing where he could take a vacation and film 2 movies, but also like take his vacation. So like 3 weeks in Tahiti, but like 2 of those weeks are filming 2 different movies, and then 1 week is vacation. But hey,
that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's just being smart.
I think this was Puerto Rico, and it is from 1960, The Last Woman on Earth.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of a kind of, again, it's a low budget, limited cast, kind of
nothing to do with Richard Matheson, right?
No, but there is a apocalyptic kind of storyline and some catastrophic event happening, and there only being these 2 guys and this 1 woman. And it was a movie that was shot back to back with a movie that we've already watched on this show. So I can tell you now, or I can save it for next week. Some of you out there might know already, but yeah, it's I think we'll enjoy it. It's a little more of a melodrama, but it's Corman and it's schlock, so I think we're gonna have fun with it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll
we'll schlock you then.
We'll schlock you then. But yes, I mean, it has been a blast. We appreciate everybody that has tuned in and hung out in the chat tonight. And Alana, of course, sent me her handy dandy list that she drafted up.
Thank you, Alana.
Thank you so much, Alana, for that. So, of course, we had Sears and Kathy. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We also had Old Radios and Joe Cola. 90 Numbers was in here. Lauren, appreciate you being in here tonight, Lauren. Also had Ms. Estrella earlier on. And anybody else that tuned in tonight, didn't chat, appreciate you tuning in. It was a blast. And
next week we're going to be on Thursday again. Is that
yes, as long as yes, because I believe Evan's
our schedules are a little
wonky
funny
right now.
The next couple of weeks, but we didn't want to just go weeks without doing the show, so we're doing it on Thursday.
That's why, bearing the lead. But yes, that's why we're on Thursday. I'm out of town this weekend. Evan's out of town next weekend. So, but yeah, we didn't want to wait another 2 weeks before we started the Summer of Schlock. We couldn't wait. So it was good to go ahead and get it kicked off tonight. And again, we'll be globe trotting this season and to
soaking up rays.
Yeah, the sun and the surf and the sand. And it's going to be a blast. So And of course, we will not be live tomorrow night, but on Saturday we'll have a Scream Theater for everybody, a little hypnotic horror triple feature, and then we'll also have, our trailers and cartoons and all the fun stuff that goes with that. And our friends will also be streaming this weekend. Of course, Drunk Review, always got some good stuff going on. So be sure to check out what he's showing this weekend, and Gypsy J Replay, and anybody else. I know a lot of you guys hang out all over at these different channels. So if you've got anybody you want us to shout out, or if you've got something going on you'd like for us to shout out for you, let us know. What we really do. We're keeping it going, but happy to be in the summer of schlock. Happy to still, I'm still enjoying my schlock tale for tonight. So I'm very, very pleased. But
yeah, if you didn't get enough brandy, I forgot to mention I did bring the brandy with me.
Oh, so now that I've eaten into it, you can
I'll just drizzle a little bit of brandy on top of the
apple. Well, anything before we sign off with our season 18 premiere, Evan?
Yeah, how come they didn't just get the Eagles to drop that hermit into the volcano?
For thought. Food. For thought.
Thank you.
Until next week. Sweet screams, everybody.
And to all a good fright.